All right, let's fire up this computer. And it's so done. Takes forever. I keep forgetting how long that takes. Real quick, speaking of grammar, I'm about to take my vacation and I'm going to a place where yuns is a thing.
Ooh.
So, yeah, have fun with that. I might say.
So you're going to?
I don't even
You're
know
going to
what that
Pennsylvania.
is supposed to stand
Yeah,
for. Is that like
exactly.
the form of
Way to
y'all?
go, Jenks. It's it's the pencil, as my mom called it. It's Pencil-tucky talk.
I've heard of it, but what? Like, use it in a sentence.
I can't. I got yelled at when I used it, if I ever did. Like, yuns come over here, or what yuns doing? Like,
Oh my
I can't
God,
even use
that
it properly.
sounds terrible.
Oh, it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. Yeah. All right. Well, let's get to the first Love It or Fade It. Derrick Henry scored 10 touchdowns in the just 8 games last season, and of course had 17 touchdowns in 2020. In their simulation, BetQL puts Henry's total at 9.5, while the books have his number set at 13.5. Jenks, love it or fade it, BetQL's number of under 10 touchdowns for Derrick Henry.
I'm fading it. How dare you disrespect my co-host? That's my co-host. She's a Titans fan. She loves Derrick Henry. You kidding me? Derrick Henry is an absolute beast. He's not going to slow down because of some foot injury. A foot injury to Derrick Henry, that's like a hangnail for him, all right? This guy is going to be fine this season. I am not worried about Derrick Henry being beat up this season or the carries that he's had taking its toll. I think he's different. I said this earlier. He's different. All right. And you get in the red zone, what are you going to do? Are you going to put the ball in the hands of Ryan Tannehill, who now has all these nightmares and mental issues from throwing those 3 picks against the Bengals in the playoffs last season? Sorry about that, Chelsea. No, they're going to hand the ball off to Derrick Henry. And a motivated Derrick Henry is a scary Derrick Henry. I fade it. I think it goes over.
Yeah, whoever is in charge of the BetQL computer, take the computer and turn it towards the wall. It's needing to put its nose in the corner after this dumb take that it has spouted out once again. Derrick Henry under 9.5 touchdowns? Are you kidding me? Listen, he got this number last year and only played in 8 games. It's not even a fade of Derrick Henry. It's the fact that the Titans love running the football. Even when Derrick Henry wasn't in the lineup, we had the Titans running the football. Mike Vrabel loves running the rock. So I think Derrick Henry at least gets to this number, even if he's not healthy. Even if he's only playing in half the games last season, he still got this number. So I think even if he's playing in half the games this season, he still gets this number. Even if he's not the workhorse running back that we've seen in the past where he's running through, the middle of the field, he's still going to be used in those goal line situations. So let's take the over and put the BetQL computer in the corner and put it in timeout.
All right. Both of you faded it correct. I'm going to play a little devil's advocate and say I love it. And here's the reason why. You have no wide receivers of any kind. You have Ryan Tannehill as your quarterback. I'm wondering if defenses are now going to put 8, 9 in the box and just purely focus on stopping Derrick Henry. That would be my
they've done that for a long time. This is a low number, Double D. It's not saying that he's going to win MVP.
I'm not saying it's not a low number. I'm saying I'm wondering if it could happen because of these factors. So for those factors, I'm going to love it.
Well, I don't agree with you because they did this.
Fade it.
Oh, cool. I see how it is, Double D. You're just going to play me off with your little sound effects. Go ahead. Go off, King.
Sometimes. Love it or fade it, number 2. Christian McCaffrey has only played a total of 10 games combined the last 2 seasons and his touchdown prop number reflects his struggle to stay healthy. BetMGM has his number set at 8.5, and the BetQL simulation has him reaching just an average of 7.5. Chelsa, love it or fade it, McCaffrey to finish under 8 rushing touchdowns.
Fade it. You're taking a shot in the dark here and hoping that Christian McCaffrey stays on the field. But I think the potential is there for him to go way over this number. I think he can get this number in the first half of the season alone if he is playing. I think this is the year. I don't know if that's the right play. I think it's just kind of my gut feeling. But Christian McCaffrey, when he's on the field, is a huge part of this Panthers offense. When he was healthy, he was playing in like 85% of the offensive snaps for the Panthers. So when he's on the field, the Panthers are going to use him. So we all know that the potential is there for Christian McCaffrey. There's a reason that so many people have drafted him in fantasy football over the years. So I think you're getting some value on this number. The fact that he has been so injury prone over the past couple of years, you get a really low number here. So I'll take the over and I will fade the mainframe once again.
Yes, I will fade it as well. And I think ultimately McCaffrey should, if he just stays healthy, he's going to crush this number because the Panthers have made it known that not only are they going to hand the football off to him, but they want to use him even more out of the backfield in the passing game. And now they have an upgraded passing game with Baker Mayfield, who anybody's an upgrade over Sam Darnold. I mean, anybody. So I think if he can stay healthy, at least for a fraction of the time, I think he probably hits this number. So let's fade it and go over.
I am going to play devil's advocate once again and say I love it. Just for the pure fact of the injury bug. He hasn't been healthy in, 2 straight years where he's missed all these games. He's older. I just can't see him staying healthy. So I'm going to love it. Under 8 rushing touchdowns.
Womp womp. I'm not rooting for somebody to be unhealthy. Like, I ain't doing it. Like, maybe I won't play it, but I'm not taking the under. Because, like I said, he has the potential to take this number and go over it in the first half of a season. So, have fun, Double D.
I'll try. All right, very quickly.
Love it or fade it.
For the final one, we're going to combine the Cowboys' backfield props. BetMGM has Tony Pollard set at 3.5 touchdowns and Ezekiel Elliott at 8.5, a combined total of 12 touchdowns. The BetQL computer is expecting the Dallas tandem to run wild on the NFL for a combined total of 27 touchdowns. Love it or fade it, Jenks? The Cowboys duo will combine to lead the league in rushing TDs.
Ooh, lead the league? Oh, I don't know about that. I think I would fade it probably. The only thing that gives me pause is the Cowboys have some serious issues at receiver because Amari Cooper's gone. Michael Gallup won't start the season. He's recovering from an ACL. James Washington now out for at least 6 to 10 weeks. So I guess I will fade it. I like them to score a lot of touchdowns. I don't know if they lead the league, so it's a fade for me.
Yeah, they weren't even a top 5 rush attack last season. And plus, they have a pretty decent quarterback in Dak Prescott who should have a full off season as opposed to last year when he was coming back from an injury. So I think you still got to count for the touchdowns that Dak Prescott is going to throw in this offense. So I'm going to fade it. Don't think the Cowboys are running wild over the rest of the league. So fade for me.
I cannot absolutely play devil's advocate here because I absolutely think it's a fade beyond a fade. The offensive line has issues. Ezekiel Elliott isn't going to show up again this year. Tony Pollard will probably have more touchdowns than Ezekiel by the end of the year, so I'm definitely going to fade it.